It takes courage to be rich. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be knowledgeable. Because the moment you do, but you don't talk like, oh, you don't forgot where you came from. Look at you talking. It takes courage. And I'm just wondering, in this weak, watered down, mediocre society that we live in today, in this reality TV world we live in today, I'm wondering if there's anybody left that's got the courage to say, after all I've been through, and all my ancestors have been through, and all my parents have been through, I didn't come through all of that just to fit in with normalcy. I have the courage to go after my dream. Is there a woman left in this entire Coliseum that's got some courage?
Good morning, Facebook and LinkedIn. This is Veterans Council Veterans President and CEO Tony Williams. I'm here for my CEO update. But first, intro. Good afternoon. You know, this is our VCV update. Tell you what VCV's been doing for the last week or two, and I know this is gonna be a different one because I got an event coming up tomorrow, which is the Florida Women Veterans Town Hall. And you don't have to be from Florida to be part of town hall because it really takes a collective effort to really move the needle when it comes to women veterans and getting the rights of being listened to. And so, but because of that, we're going to spend more time on that. But first, I still want to talk about what I've done, and then we're going to talk more about the Women Veterans Network. So first, I want to go over what I've just got finished finishing, and this is this. So last Saturday, we did a virtual VCV third annual Suicide and Family Suicide Prevention Summit. And you notice down there it says faith, because I believe in faith. So faith is going to be there as long as I'm the CEO. Faith, veteran, family, mental health, and community. And that was a great show. It was outstanding. We had at least 2 panelists from each event, so we had it was a great event. I want you guys to know, and it's recorded. So if you need it, let me know, and I can send you the recording. I can tell you the only thing that kind of disappointed me is I did reach out to the VA. I did reach out to them, but they didn't have anybody available for Saturday. And my thing is, if you care about the veterans, it's not about the clock. It's not about getting paid. It's about taking care of the veterans, and everybody else is out there. So kudos to everybody out there from the VA, Conrad Washington, who's the director for the center-based and partnership neighborhood. Thank you, Conrad. Thank you for Florida Department of Veteran Affairs. Bob Azalo, Navy veteran. He was there. He's the deputy director for FDVA. I want to thank my brother from another mother, Damon, for being there. And everybody, it's a lot. So this thing lasts for a long time, I tell you. So let me just show you the lineup here. Let's take a look at that lineup before I keep going on. That's what happened on Saturday because September is considered Suicide Awareness Month, and we spent all our time focused on veterans and their families. So I just want you to know that's something the Veterans Council Veterans we just got finished taking care of last week. But the majority of our conversation is going to be on my upcoming event, Women Veterans. And so to do that, because some of you ask yourselves, well, why is a man pushing this women thing? It should be a woman. It should be a woman, and I got it. Okay, I got it. But in this case here, to be successful, you have to have the whole village to be this. Now, in this case here, the men who are out there, including myself, you're not the starting role. You're not the primary role. You're the support role. Okay, and that's what I want to push that, but we still have to be there. There's that time when you need somebody to pull the cord on the lawnmower to get it started. But at the end of the day, it's going to take women veterans to actually mow the grass because you have to own it. And that's something I'm going to that I'm not here to take your thunder. I'm here just to start the lawnmower, and it's your job to mow it. Okay. So anyway, I want to I want to make sure I have a tag team so everybody can say, all we see is a man talking about women. What's going on with that? So I want to introduce you to, for this case, my Shen. How
Dr.
you doing, Doc?
Julian Shen, what's up? I have to say, I meant to say it the other day. I actually have a push lawnmower. So
push lawnmower, man. That's like something you see on, like, when I see Flair Flintstone, they got that little thing. Push lawnmower.
I need somebody to pull that thing for me and get it started. So I feel ya.
Don't look this way. So this is what we're talking about. So Dr. We're talking about the upcoming women. And I got censorship in Florida. It expanded more than I thought. So actually, it's all of Florida. Again, you don't have to be from Florida. There are several people out there I know who are going to be part of this who are not from Florida. But we need your input, because one of the things that's important is that there are people who broke the code. We want to know, how'd you do that? So you may not be from Florida. You may be from Georgia or South Carolina or whatever, or Maryland. So they're going to be part of this town hall as well. It's going to be Zoom, but it's also going to be on Facebook as well. It's going to be Facebook. If you do Veterans Council Veteran Inc. link like that, you'll see it. Or if that for my friend, which I have very few friends, I doubt many people going to do that one. My Facebook friends. But and I want to bring up Julian. We had two broadcasts, and one was here with Maxine Reyes, who's from Florida, and she's you see a retired Air Force combat veteran. She's really into the community. She's got a couple of nonprofits that she leads that are women focused. And then Amy Otso is also a combat veteran. She was on my last podcast. My next one that's coming up is, and you see over there to my right, Dr. Shen. You're going to hear about that, but because of this, getting ready for this event, it's been delayed a little bit. So you'll see this after the town hall, where we actually speak down with a candid conversation with Gloria White Gardner, 1963. You can tell us about a little bit about, don't give him too much, right? Because we don't want to sit there and give away the whole thing, but tell what you thought about that conversation piece, Dr. J. And you see Dr. J on the right. So we got we got the older generation where they set the tone, and then we got the younger generation, which is still carrying that mantle. So that's why Dr. J is here. So and finally, I mentioned, you saw that video I mentioned about the courage. Well, we just had two women they weren't veterans, they're actually in the military, serving in the military, both Marine sergeants that lost their lives out there for that Afghanistan evacuation. And we may talk about a little bit with Dr. J, but and that's Marine Sergeant Nicole G, and then Marine Sergeant Johanny Rosario. And they are many women veterans and men veterans, but we're just saying them now because this is the event. They have earned the right to have a voice, and we need to sit there and help promote that so they can honor their life that they lost fighting for this country and for its ideas. So I want to make sure we do that. So enough of that. Julian, what's going on in your time? What did you think about that interview we did on Sunday? What were your thoughts?
It was powerful, unexpected, but absolutely powerful. I think it's a conversation that needs to be had a little more often. So if people are not familiar with who I am, I'm a 24-year combat Marine Corps veteran, both enlisted and officer side, and now I just transferred to the Navy to be a psychologist. So I just wanted to add to the honor of those two brave young ladies that gave their lives for Afghanistan. I remember being a sergeant, and I remember being a Marine because I was a Marine. I just transferred last year. So I remember being a sergeant. When you pick up that rank in the Marine Corps, E5 is a huge thing. It's a big deal. It is one of the starting points of becoming the upper echelon of being a powerful leader. And I can see how that they were probably leading with great strength and courage and guidance and mentorship, and they did not expect what was about to come in front of them. But I guarantee you they probably went forth with a lot of courage and bravery, and also pass that on to their troops. So I just want to add that on, that I completely remember that like yesterday, how being a sergeant is a huge milestone when it comes to being a Marine.
Yeah, and you know what? And I'm just, right now too, and here he's a Marine, and he's always pushing that Marine stuff, so I make sure I edit it out when I do the video, all that Marine crap. But but yeah, we're all one. At the end of the day, we're all one military, all one fight, one team. Yeah. And we're going to have you guys on later on. I haven't told you, Dr. J, but I'm going to have an all-women combat veteran panel. We're going to talk about what happened in Afghanistan, kind of what we saw in it. So
right, yeah, so, no, absolutely.
There's her. I'm talking his Marine stuff, but that's okay. We got you. We hear you. So What do you think about the up? And you're going to be part of that my broadcast next week, but you got a short time window, so you're going to come in and out. So what do you think about this town hall that's coming up in?
Oh, I think this is
talk about. Yeah.
As far as we're talking about female veterans, I think it's important to try to, well, you just said in the beginning, you were talking about, why people are probably wondering why, as a man, are you this face and you're advocating for this? But you know what? This world is not just made up of women. We have probably most men, unfortunately, no, I'm just saying unfortunately, but most men have been running a lot of the biggest organizations and the biggest missions and causes for a long time. So we're trying to make that shift to get the voice of the women into that impact to change the way that the world functions and the world works. But in order to do that, we need people like you to help kind of, I guess, open some of those doors and help us make it a little easier to get there. Because we're going to do it. I mean, there's people like me and people that I know, we're going to do it. But at the same time, it makes it a lot easier when we have people like you to help us push through.
I appreciate it. And Haram just being humble, saying he was an Army too. So, okay, we'll see if that's true or not. But so, and what do you think? So you just give a couple, what do you think that we should be looking? Just want your ideas of what we should be looking at as far as in this, this conference. I mean,
with that
town hall.
So it sounds like that you're trying to advocate for what female veterans need. Is that what the outcome is hopefully being? Yep. So I think there's a lot of. So I think one of the most pressing ones are probably figuring out ways that we can get the word out to more female veterans of what their opportunities are, and mentorship, like who is available or who is actively and actually going to be proactive about being out there to be a guiding light for them, because we need more female voices to be out there to say, hey, look, there is a place for you, there is a space for you. Come, this is direction to come, because there's a lot of young female veterans and active duty service members that don't know what's out there. I mean, they just don't, either through maturity, through experience, through just being in a toxic environment. There's so many reasons, but there's so many female, both veterans and service members, that don't know what their opportunities are. So I think putting out there, helping to put in the front of the audience the women, the female veterans that are willing to provide that kind of guidance would be probably the biggest impact that we could do.
Yeah, I'll make sure I push that tomorrow, because let me some of you may not know. If you look at the panelists we have here, and we should have you up there, the picture there too. But so we have all these women that are leading in one way or the other. From Dee Jones, she's the chair for the Orange County Mayor's Veteran Advisory Council.
Okay, yeah.
There, a couple of people from VA that's going to be there, program directors.
Okay.
The governor's got a dang. He formed a woman veterans task force. So we're going to have Lorraine Holland. She's the chair.
Oh, that's awesome.
Task force. And Vanessa Talmadge, I just got finished talking to her. Vanessa's going to be. She's the program director for FDVA. So hopefully those things that come out on tomorrow, they should be able to answer it. If they can't answer it, then we need to put it aside and say that's an issue that must be addressed, even by the community. So you see that tribe. Then we got the VCV tribe, So hopefully we'll have Jean up there. She'll be co-hosting up there. And when you come in, you'll slide into that if they have any issues with mental health, or we keep hearing about the military sexual trauma.
Yeah.
More than that, but that's the thing you hear most about in the media when it comes to women veterans.
Absolutely. I think that these women that's a pretty impressive panel you have there, but looks like that they'd be able to provide information on resources and accessibility, because a lot of people just don't know where they are or how to get there. So I think those are the women that sound like they're going to have those answers.
Yeah, we'll soon find out. If we don't, again, the thing is that we're going to find them. I'm going to tape it. I'm going to do some analysis between hopefully you, me, several others, and sit down and do some analysis. You're Intel, I was Intel, so let's take that skill set and put it.
Let's do it.
Put it to work and find out what's really out there. Because we want. That's why and let me tell you something for those out there. The way this town hall is going to run, generally speaking, and I know it sounds a VA put down. When the VA has a town hall and it's 1 hour, 53 minutes is spent on them telling you what they do.
Yeah.
And then you have like 5 minutes left to have any questions.
Right.
It's opposite. I'm going to sit there, and I haven't decided yet if I'm going to just introduce them and then and then we talk. But this is 5 minutes of them to tell them who they are, and the rest of the time is people out there to tell us what are your concerns.
Perfect.
From the grass up. So
Yeah,
that's our intent, to be grass up. Do some analysis. We look at all this stuff. We put some polls in and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll come back and find out what exactly. And the event is going to be very diverse. So you'll get different answers you probably never thought about.
Mm-hmm.
That you say, oh, somebody may, somebody from Hispanic may have issues that deal with the language when it comes to not the veteran, but their family may because their family. So anyway, I'm just saying that as a case. There's going to be more very diverse. Hopefully, our suggestions will. So anyway, we're close. I usually don't stay too long on this on my updates, but I want to give you the word. I want to say something, please. You got to, of course, you got to push this town hall. But anything else before you go?
No, I think we got the main gist of it. I don't want to drag it out either. We got a lot to you're going to be a lot to talk about tomorrow, or is it tomorrow? Whenever it is.
Tomorrow,
at the panel,
10 to 12 Eastern time. All the people who have signed up, and we sold out.
Yeah.
But my call to action to you is come out there ready to text or talk. It won't be. It will be a complete failure if you just go there looking around and expect us to fill the 2-hour void. So that's why I say I'm gonna reemphasize that when I send email tonight. So
I think the only way also everyone to remember is that the only way that we're going to move forward and make progress is if you do share your voices and share your opinions and share your thoughts. And this is such a great way to do it because people get a little bit more brave when it's texting or when it's just via virtual. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to get a lot of info out of this because of the format.
Roger that. Yeah. So thank you. So we'll do that, and then we'll do some intel analysis and come out and say this will be seen, this will be heard, whatever. So I really appreciate you, Dr. Shin, as usual. She got Dr. J, so I know everybody. All you thought that Dr. Julius Irvin was going to be here. Sorry. Thank you, Dr. J.
Yeah, anytime. Look forward to it.
There we are. We're finished. I'm sorry I dragged out a little update, but I wanted to, I really want people to know about the event we're having. There'll be some follow-ups because the most important thing about this event is this is not a one-off, right? This is not a destination. This is a journey which is going to require patience and collaboration. My goodness, you got to collaborate. Some of us out there is all them. It's not gonna work like that. This is not all VCV. I started it off, but it's going to be all of us together to make that thing successful. So until then, this is Tony Williams, VCV CEO and president. It is time for my intro.